Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Boys. This is episode 283. I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
Yeah, today we're gonna talk about some stuff, things throughout the week. Yeah, nothing really too notable about like a theme for this episode, but you're here for us, of course. So,
Yeah,
yeah. Speaking of us, Colin, how's your week, man?
I'm one of us.
Yeah, you sure are.
My week's been all right. You know, work. Been working. First week of work without friends,
Yeah,
and
full week at
it's
least.
been first full week. Yeah, it's been fine. Nothing stood out. I'm talking less because I have less people to talk to, of course, but just kind of doing my thing,
Yeah.
working. Monday was not good because we had like a total of maybe 6 people on the schedule, and boy, it was rough, man. That we had so few people, and then also the office people decided to bring in like a new screen to set up
Oh.
in the back cache area. So they were setting up a new screen back there, which means they needed the entire area to like get wiring done and whatever. So what we had to do is take orders for both lanes up front instead of closing a lane and just having one lane going.
Mm.
Um we had both lanes still up, but both people had to take orders up front. One was at one of the registers at the front of the restaurant. One is where they usually take orders next to the
Yeah.
window. And then also they had to pay at the second window. So we would have to take the orders, and then in between orders, we'd have to yell the total of the car who's at the window
Oh.
at the person in the window, and that person would have to bring over the person's phone, their their card, the cash, whatever they're paying with,
Yeah.
all the way over to the register,
Oh.
and we'd have to pay and then give them the card or phone or change, whatever, with the receipt, and then take another order. But
Yeah.
then all of a sudden, at some point during that whole debacle, the fucking person up front who's at the normal screen for taking orders up front, their screen freezes. So
Mm.
that means that we were taking orders on one screen and
Mhm.
also taking money on that same screen. So I was trying to take orders, so was the other person, and we were also trying to take money. And 3 of us were like 2 seconds from walking out if this shit didn't end, dude.
Yeah.
It was
3 of the 6
so
people.
yeah, it
Yeah.
was fucking one of them being a manager. Like, we
Oh
were
man.
so fucking done with this shit. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's like they wouldn't let us close a lane, so we had to do all of this shit on top of all of this shit, and people were being impatient and not being understanding because of course they're not.
Right.
Uh, and also this was peak lunchtime,
Oh.
so you know, just like the best time to be doing that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, but that was most of the eventfulness for this week. The new
Did,
GM we have.
oh, I was just gonna
Hmm?
ask, did that last like the rest of the day that you were there?
No, it was done within like an hour and a half or
Oh, okay.
something.
I mean, that still sounds
Um,
terrible, but
yeah, bad, bad,
yeah.
bad. It was yeah, it got done. Uh, and like it's still the summertime. We're a little busier, but like we're not as busy as like the school year.
Right.
So it would have been worse if this was like September
Right.
or whatever. But it was still like the people were coming to our drive through like there was like free shit.
Mhm.
Just people around the building. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I was so done. Um and our but that was most of the eventfulness for the week. Really, the new GM, she's very, very on top of labor. It wants to make it so labor's low,
Hmm.
and not super high. So she's like sending people home all the time,
Oh.
which leaves us with less people. And then she sends someone home at like 12, and then at 12:15 we get slammed and we have less people for it. And not great,
Yeah.
but you know, uh and then for some reason I got to manage the labor, I guess. She's like cutting hours and stuff too. So this upcoming Monday I have a 5-hour shift instead of a normal 8-hour, which, like, I'm cool with less time at work, but I need that money,
Yeah.
honey.
The
Uh
bills.
I got bills on bills.
Mm-hmm.
Um but it's fine. I'll have enough. Uh Um, but that was basically it for work. Nothing too exciting other than that.
Yeah.
Doing my normal reading and such. Mentioned that I read I gave up on the Odyssey and started reading the third dungeon crawler book. And I finished that yesterday morning. That was that is by far my favorite in the series so far.
Ooh.
Lots of like genuinely good emotional writing, really good action and stuff, like stakes. It felt like there were actual stakes this time around too. Yummy, delicious, medium rare steaks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But like, character writing was good. It still has that like cringe kind of feeling to it, but I feel like that's going to be an overarching thing throughout this entire series. So I'm just, I'm used to it, but it's like, you know, Carl, the main character, that man's got the mouth of a sailor on him.
Mm.
He'd be swearing up a storm, and it's like, I swear a lot too, but this is like every other sentence. This guy's going, "Fuck, Jesus, fuck, shit," and I'm
Reminds me
like,
of
okay,
Catcher in the Rye, except a little more explicit. I'm
yeah,
not sure if you read that one,
yes, yeah,
but
yeah. Wow, it's been a while, but
I
I see,
remember he
I
would
know
say
what you're
like
saying.
"goddamn" like all the time or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh huh. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
Was that sophomore year? Um, Something like that. But yeah, just that was a good one. I liked that one a good bit, and then now I'm reading, starting this another series called the first book's called Malice. It's like a medieval fantasy
Hmm.
uh series that I've heard really good things about. And so I'm only a couple of chapters in, but the writing's really good. I like the setting; it's cool. Excited to get more into that, but still doing good.
Yeah.
Done the Dungeon Anarchist cookbook. That was my 15th book of the year, and I am at 7,987 pages this
Whew.
year. So
Almost 8,000.
almost there. And this
Almost.
Malice is like 700 or something pages. So
Damn.
um that's another good chunk in there
Yeah.
in the bank. um but then also finished up cleaning out the apartment
Yes.
um on Tuesday. I luckily, my past self was like, I don't want to leave too much for the last day I do this.
Right.
So I got there on Tuesday, and all I really had to do was like vacuum and grab a couple bits and bops that I had left there.
Yeah.
Um, and I left it pretty spotless. There's some like things that I didn't clean that I felt like they can do that, and I don't really give a fuck.
Hmm.
They might charge me a little bit, but it's like, what else is new? So
Expected.
yeah. But that there was, I was under the impression that all four of the people in that apartment were moving out, because it's like in, I don't know, March or whatever, they gave us like the move out forms or whatever, and it was everybody.
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh man, I'm gonna have to clean this whole kitchen. Like, nobody else is gonna do this. But then I found out one of the people, it wasn't moving, the streamer guy,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, I was like, oh, good good thing because I did not want to clean out the rest of the shit.
Yeah. Haven't you said in the
Like,
past that he has an issue cleaning his stuff anyway?
yep.
Okay. All right. It'll be
Um,
fun when that time comes for
uh,
him.
yeah, it's gonna be a good time. His new roommates are gonna have a fun time walking in and seeing all that shit. But
Mm-hmm.
um, he wasn't as bad as the other new guy for that year was, but I don't know what happened to that guy either. The other new guy, 'cause he graduated and I assume, I mean, he was moving out,
Yeah.
but he after graduating and just like never came back for his stuff, and like he had bags of shit
What
of
the
like
hell?
clothes and stuff just like in front of the door that he never came back for. He like left a bunch of stuff in the kitchen. Um, so I don't know if he came back today or what, but I went there last night to drop off the keys and it was like it was still there. I was like, okay. um
Interesting. Yeah.
I, I don't know what happened to that guy, but I guess he didn't care about his belongings. Um but I like I said, dropped the keys off last night. I wanted to do it as last minute as possible without having to interact with anybody and like
Right.
the last in 10 minutes from when we're done from when we're recording right now is like the last time
Ah.
you're able to drop off the keys. And I was like, well, I'm doing the pod, and also I don't want to see anybody, so I'm just going to do this at night,
In the middle of the night, under
in the
under
middle of the night.
darkness.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, and I did that. Said goodbye to went up to the room to see it one last time. I was like, goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
You know, plenty of good times, but also plenty of bad times
Yeah.
here. So, um, I'm outie.
Yeah. I remember moving you into
And
that room.
yeah, you came down and you came over. You helped me out.
Mm-hmm.
Hottest day of the fucking year
It was a
that
hot
year.
day. That's right. I mean, you didn't really have too
Um,
much to move, but yeah.
yeah. But it's I like I think I did a good job cleaning that place. Like it was pretty bad. Like I don't know if I mentioned it last week about like how dusty it got in there. I think I did. I
I
don't
don't
remember.
remember. I don't remember
But
either.
that apartment, I don't know what it was about that fucking place, but it just like caked yeah, dust caked all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
So I got most of that done. I left the fan because I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like the fan's just a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not
Weren't a
cleaning
fan of
that.
that fan.
Ha!
I get.
But I did a good job. I was like it was like 3 hours or something, 2.5, 3 hours of just like getting the rest of it cleaned and stuff thrown away and all that.
Uh-huh.
Um, I was proud of that. Did that. And then no, that's it for that place until last night at like 11:45 I got off my computer and I was like, all right, time to start heading to bed. And
Mm-hmm.
then like I came to the realization that I think I might have forgotten to turn in one of the things for the apartment. And I
Like,
was like,
like
oh.
what kind of thing?
It was so I had three keys, one for the mailbox, one for the main door of the apartment, and one for my bedroom. I turned
Uh-huh.
all those in, but then they also were like, you also turn in your key card to get into the doors. And I was like, and I made the mental note while I was like writing the shit down and putting stuff in the envelope to do that. And then like I said at 11:45, it was like I did not do that. So I I was like, well, I'm not going back in the morning. So
Yeah.
so I ventured back out into the night, did that it as well. I put it in another envelope, but I was like, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
Here's my key card as well. But you wouldn't believe how clear these roads are at 11:45 at night.
I've driven those roads at that time before. Yeah.
It is dark. It is
Maybe not during the summer, but yes.
uh ain't nobody around. There were
Yeah.
some cars, and obviously there were some cars driving. There's always going to be cars on the road, but
Right.
like it was empty, and I was like, "Ooh, this is nice. I wish it was like this all the time." Um, but yeah, bye bye that apartment. I hate you, and I hope you guys go bankrupt.
Yeah.
Um,
Shout out
but
to the few pod episodes we recorded in there.
Yeah, yeah.
Some while I was living there, some while I was not.
Hmm.
You know, it
My
was
first
it
my
was a
first
spot.
edited episode
Oh, was it?
was in that apartment. So
I
yeah,
guess
it
that
was
makes sense. Yeah.
after the breach listening party and
Oh,
talking
yes,
about
yes.
the MCR show. Um, but oh, I had this is the first thing written down for this week. Sorry, my week's going long.
That's okay.
But on Monday morning, I went downstairs to before work, just getting a Nature Valley granola bar
Mhm.
and some and filling up my water bottle before work just to chillax a little bit. And then I see some cats. I see cats just like
Oh,
being weird,
yes.
and I'm like, "Oh, hey, cats, what's going on? You guys aren't usually down here this early." Especially one of them. His name's Rue. He's very skittish, and he like is very scared. Won't
Mhm.
let me pet him most of the time, and he just like runs away. He was down there too, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Rue." And I went to go down, and of course he ran away, but he didn't like run back up the stairs. So it was like, that's weird.
Mhm.
Um, but there were two cats, Dewey and Winston. They're both black cats, and they were like just like looking very intently at this corner. And I was like, what are you guys doing? You guys are being weird.
Uh-huh.
And I see Dewey like bat at something, and I'm like, what are you hitting? And I hear eat eat, and I'm
Oh,
like, oh.
they're on duty. They're on duty.
They were on mousing duty because there
Yeah.
was a little itty bitty field mouse, just a tiny little guy, really cute little guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, there's a fucking mouse. But Dewey was like, bah, bah,
Yeah.
bah. He was like, he was,
He's
he
trained for
wasn't
that
like,
shit. He's trained.
I don't know, man. Like it's like him and Winston were just like going ham on this little guy, and
Uh-huh.
he was all scared and shit. He was trying to run away, but Dewey would go bap, and he would like fall over and like pretend to be dead, or like maybe he was concussed or something. But I was like, uh-oh. So I was like looking around trying to find like a box or something to put it in. There was like an empty tissue box. I was like, oh, here, I could use this. And then I like opened up the side, and I was like, wait, that's stupid. There's a hole in the top of it. It's gonna fucking it's gonna jump out.
Yeah.
So I tried. So I went to find another box, and by the time I got over to it, I was like, all right, I'm gonna grab it. And then Dewey was like, bah! And the mouse like popped up and ran. And I was
Mhm.
like, shit. It went under the couch.
Oh, man.
And I was like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Um, and I sent a message to the house group chat, and I was like, hey, there's a mouse.
Mhm.
Uh, cats are being very attentive towards it. Um, and it didn't like the mouse wasn't like going like completely under the couch at this point. It was like kind of going around corners, and each cat was at a corner of the couch, just like watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, guys, you gotta let me get through here. Um, and I went and I saw it, and I was like, okay, box. And then it just darted under the couch. Fuck. So I like I put the couch on its back, and it's just like the seats just in not in a seating position. It's like I put it on the floor, the back on the floor, and I was like,
Okay,
okay,
yeah.
it's there. It's on the ground. I see it. I'm gonna grab it. And then it got scared and went like into a corner underneath like the recliner seat. And
Mhm.
I was like, well, I'm not gonna be able to get that mouse without touching it, and I don't want to touch a mouse right now. So you know, uh Ricky's brother, Chris, was like he came down at some point after I texted, and I was like, hey, there's a mouse. And he was like,
Hi.
oh.
Yeah.
um, um, and so he was down there with me, like just trying to like figure it out, trying to lure it out from the corner of the couch. And then
Yeah.
at some point, one of the cats got too close and it darted into the lining of the couch. Um, so
Oh, the
I
mouse
was like,
darted
well,
into the lining?
yeah, and I
Okay.
was like, oh, see, well now I can't do anything.
Yeah.
And we sat there for like another half hour, 45 minutes, just waiting come out, but I was like, it's not going to come out if there's like four cats and two people just standing around. So it was like, I put in a work order. I was like, hey, can you like set out some traps, or like we think we found the hole where it was coming through. It was like there was a hole behind the stove for like a pipe or like wiring to go into the stove.
Mhm.
And we assumed that's where it was coming from, but we didn't know. So I put in that, and I was like, that's all I can really do. um,
Yeah.
and so that was all that was all that happened on Monday. But then Wednesday, I came home from work, and I said thinking it was either Tuesday night or Wednesday. And I was just like sitting here talking to Max, and Ricky calls me. He's like, "There's been an incident." And I'm like, "What do you mean?"
Ominous.
He's like, "Come out here. Put some clothes on and get out here." And I was like, "I'm dressed, but okay." And so I opened the door. I opened the door, and Chris is pointing into his room, and Ricky's like, "There's a dead mouse in there." And I'm like, "All right." um, and so I look in, the mouse is just dead ass mouse just sitting
Uh-huh.
there on the ground. I assume one of the cats brought it as like a gift to Chris.
Yeah.
Just being like, "Hey man, got this thing for you."
I found a new DJ
Uh,
for you. Called,
yeah.
yeah.
Dead mouse. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Dead mouse
He was
reference.
in he was in my house, and I was like, "Holy
Dead
shit."
mouse in the house.
That's his catchright if you
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah.
Um, uh, and I was like, "All right, let me get a box or something." And Ricky was like, "I'm glad we live with someone who's good at this stuff." And I was like, "I wouldn't say that. It's just like this thing is tiny, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like touch it with my hands." And so I scooped it into the box and went outside, threw it in the garbage, and I played taps or uh, whatever the funeral song is.
Oh yeah.
Um, the
Yeah.
saluted to him, and that was it. That's the mousecapade.
The
But
mousecapade. Yeah.
but uh, I assume one of the cats. I don't know if they killed it, but it
Probably.
didn't look like it had any puncture wounds or there was no blood or anything. It just looked dead.
That's
Uh,
from my
Um,
experience with cats killing a mouse, that's usually how it looks.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know.
I
It was just
don't know where they kill it at, but
mm, they brought him out. Maybe they shook it a little bit, broke
mm,
its neck. I don't know.
could be.
It
Yeah.
that was a fun little thing. But I think before work that day they did come in and put like glue traps behind the stove and plugged up the hole with steel wool. So if there are any other mice, it's they're gonna be stuck.
Yeah. They're very fucked up.
But but yeah, that was fun. I cut just a couple more things. I'm sorry.
That's
I'll let
okay.
you
You're
get
fine.
in.
You're fine.
Uh, uh, I listened to one thing. I was getting it all over my For You page this week for some reason, even though I've never looked it up, I've never watched it, never anything. But I was getting a lot of Hades Town all
Oh,
over my For You
interesting.
page. Because they did like a pro shot like movie theater release thing that they had in theaters.
Mm.
Of the original cast doing a performance. And I was getting a lot of people posting about them, be like, "Oh my god, it's so good." My sister was really into it. My dad and my stepmom went to go see it at some point this year, I think, and they all really liked it, but I'd never looked into it. Um, but I was like, I was seeing it. It sounded good on the TikTok, so I was like, I'll check it out. So
Mm.
I went through and listened to that, and it is good. It's a Greek myth, a couple Greek myths like thrown in to a story, Orpheus and Eurydice, as well as Hades and Persephone.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's well done. I think the singing is really good. Um, I like there's like a overarching melody that just plays throughout most of the musical
Mm.
and just like
A running
brings you back
motif.
to yes, exactly. Um, and it's I listened to it a couple times. Well, I listened to it all the way through once and like picked through the songs that I really liked to get my likes going on Spotify. But
Yeah.
it's good. I think I'm a musical guy. I grew up with a mom who's super into musicals, so I remember going to see the Les Miserables movie in theaters when
Mm.
that came out. That was probably the longest movie I'd seen in theaters for a
Yeah.
long time. And I still really like that movie, even though like the casting of it has gotten clowned on throughout the years, especially Hugh Jackman's singing style. Um, uh, but I'm a big musical guy. I like that one. I like Sweeney Todd's good. I like
Mm.
Hamilton, obviously. Um, musicals are great, and
Oh yeah.
brought me back to my roots a little bit. Listen to that. Um, that was good, and then I did a little drawing as well
Oh
this
yes,
week
yes,
after a
yes.
long time. I can send those in. I did the first one's better, but the second one I just did like a quick one last night. Um,
Sorry, I just went to our chat and I see the horse man.
man. Um, but the first
Ooh.
one I did, that invincible,
Yes, yes,
um,
yes.
just flying there, and then the next one I just did like a quick one. It's not great, but I was like, that's funny, so I
Hey.
did. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Um, but I hadn't drawn in a while, and I was feeling it when I listened to
Yeah.
Hades Town. So, yeah. But that was my long-winded week. How was yours, Mike?
My week was fine. Had a few things to talk about that happened this week for
Yeah.
me. For one, last weekend we my dad and I went up to Wisconsin to visit our grandma. Well, my grandma, his mom. Um,
Hmm.
and my mom was on like a girls trip thing this weekend, so it was just him and I who went up there. Which was nice having some time for us. Go
Yeah.
do that. It was a good visit. I learned her favorite food is chicken when I was
Ah.
there. It was like towards the end of our talk. I don't remember what prompted it, but I was just like, oh, "Do you have a favorite food, Grandma?" And she's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, what is it?" And then
Chicken.
and she's like, "Well, I love all food, really. Any food you put in front of me." And I was like, "Yeah, that's true." And then she's like, "Probably chicken though." So, yeah, I mean, that's a good one.
Hell yeah.
Very
I mean,
versatile.
hey, can't go wrong.
No, you can't. Um, but it was a good visit though. Yeah, I mean, she definitely seemed older and a little more confused about some stuff. Like she was talking about needing to go on the farm because no one's there to watch after her parents. And like
Oh.
she's 92. Um,
And her parents are 185.
yeah, yeah, yeah. No, but like, yeah, she was saying some stuff like that, and it's like, oh no, you're here, and yeah, talks. We thankfully we were a little warned by this because we had one of my dad's sisters and her husband were there, or uh, I don't think they're married. I don't know what that and whatever. But two people were there before, so they were like, she's talking about going home, just so you know. And we're like,
Hmm.
oh, okay. Um, um,
I'm going home
yeah, going
to
home.
the
Tell the world you're
place
going
where I
home.
belong.
Okay, different song. But
Yeah, I was singing Daughtry.
gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah,
I don't even know who
yeah.
I was singing, to be honest. I just know the song. But 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 yeah, so yeah, like, she was doing that as well, like talking like, oh yeah, I'm thinking about maybe going back home from here. I'm trying to figure it out or whatever she was saying. And we're like, oh,
All right.
they take
You take a
very good care
bus
of
or?
you here. Yeah, but she still seemed like in good spirits and was herself and everything. Uh, knew who I was and all that. So
Mhm.
it take all those things for granted. But or we don't take all these things for granted. But yes. But yeah, then on the way back, uh, my dad offered on the way up. He was like, "Well, maybe we can get some barbecue on the way back if the place is still open." I was like,
Ooh.
"Pfft, okay." So yeah, we got some barbecue as well. I got some briskets and some wings. And is that all I have from there? I think it might have been just the brisket and wings. But it was very tasty. Love me some barbecue.
Hell yeah.
Um, at some point during this week, I lost an 1800 sorry 1858 streak with John on Snapchat.
Oh.
Yeah, which I'm pretty sure. Actually, I'm almost positive that is the record that I've ever had with someone on Snapchat. Um, but I mean, I'm sure you can relate in some regards, but like, I'm kind of surprised it lasted that long in the first place because there's days I
Yeah.
completely
Right.
forget to do it. I
Yeah.
guess we
Our
both.
streak has ended many a time. So
Yes, I think both John and I had forgotten for a long enough time that it was finally gone, and I was like, damn. And
yeah.
it's only you and John that I had been sending streaks to.
Yeah.
But after that one was gone, I'm just like, I think I'm done with Snapchat streaks.
Yeah.
I think it's time to hang up the towel. Um, but yeah, rest in peace to the 1,858 streak with John. I took a screenshot of it. I was like, damn. Um, but you know, shout
Rest in
out
peace.
shout out John. You were my longest streak. You always will be, probably. So um
Damn.
but yes. But other than that, for some reason I'm like sneezy this morning, and like now I have a runny nose, which is fun.
A little allergy boy.
I guess so. I don't know why. So I'm
Is
sorry
it
for.
raining over there like it is here?
I think it will rain today. Maybe it's. I guess it is raining right now.
Mm.
But yeah, maybe something's in the air. I don't know. Um,
I can feel it.
yeah, I can feel it coming in the air. Come joke.
Ooh,
But anyways, the
ooh,
main thing
yeah.
of this week is that I started working. I'm doing
He's a work
some.
boy
I'm
again.
a working boy. It was a really long process of getting hired. Like I took the drug test for that like early. Well, okay, I think July 9th is when I was first like contacted. Like, hey, do you want to work at this? And I was like, yes.
Oh.
And then I finally started working. What would that be? Would have been July 21st. So I mean, was it the 9th? It might have even been earlier that day because I feel like it was a couple weekends after I took like a drug test that I don't know, it took a while, and then
Hmm.
yes, and then also it was very strange with like you're starting Monday, and they're like, just kidding, you're starting Tuesday pretty much. And I was, and they told me
Yeah.
that like 2 hours before the shift started on Monday. It's like, okay.
Yeah, at
So
least
it
it
was
wasn't on your drive there, you know.
yeah, true. Also, Monday there was some bad storms, like
Oh yeah.
tornado level storms. A little nervous about that, but nothing happened around here. So, but oh, excuse me. But we yes, I went in on Tuesday. And so what it turns out is that I was hired by the temp company at this smaller company within another company. I'm like the third level of a Russian nesting doll or whatever. And basically, well, I'm working for a it's like a warehouse for a car company. And I can let you, Vincent John, know that car company if you're curious. Just
Yeah.
gonna keep it on the wraps for the public, I guess. But it's for a car company, and basically, uh, they ship out parts to other stores throughout Illinois. So
Hmm.
we are just like organizing stuff onto pallets for like car parts and stuff, and then we're bringing them into trailers, um, just like with a pallet jack or pushing them in or something. It's not really
Hmm.
that hard of work, which is nice. The only thing I'm getting used to still is, well, one, there's like a really strange order that some of the lines have to put into the truck. So sometimes I'm just standing around like not knowing what to do because I don't know how to push the shit into the truck when to do it. But then also like all the stacking jobs I've done have been very there's been very strict rules about like how high it can go and like what you can do with whatever. And here it's very relaxed. And people are stacking big boxes up higher than I would have done ever. um, uh, and so I'm getting used to that as well. Just like knowing how to stack all the shit. But yeah, it's like windshields and boxes, it's bumpers and boxes, kind of things like that.
Hmm.
It's nothing too bad. Um, there is a it is a consistent crew of like I don't know 8 or 9 guys or so, which is and all of them are they're very nice and kind. No one's like sneering at me or something like that for not knowing what I'm doing.
Hmm.
So it's they all seem pretty friendly and talked to a few of them and stuff, getting to know them a bit. So that's
No, no open racists yet.
no, I don't think so. I don't think that'll happen, considering I'm the only white guy there,
Mm.
which is fine. It's just, if anything, the racism will be towards me. But,
It'll be coming from you.
yes, yeah, I can pioneer. I can make my own path. Jeez, no.
Pioneers is a good word.
Yeah.
To those pioneers.
Anyways, but yeah, other than the boss is also a white guy as well. But he's also very nice and very relaxed. It seems it's like relaxed to a point I don't think I've ever had at a job before, like in terms of like what you're able to do there. And I'm like, okay, interesting. But do my work. Don't make my coworkers hate me. And all that. It is it does get a little warm in there, and then there's a lot of, because we're moving around a lot,
Right.
I have been sweating quite profusely the last few days, to the point where one of them, he keeps expecting me not to come back in the next day. And yesterday he said, "Man, you must have a kid on the way or something." I'm like, "No, I'm just very
I'm
broke."
just broke.
Yeah. I didn't say that, but that's what I thought in my head. I was like, but um, yeah, the first day I wore like kind of like a gray shirt, and that was a very big mistake.
Oh no,
it was a
yeah.
light gray shirt, but it turned dark gray real quickly. And I'm like, all right,
Oh no.
just like the chocolate place last year, I will never be seen not in a black shirt from now on. But
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's fine though. I think I should adjust to the sweating and stuff like that, with some more time. That's what happened at the chocolate place. But yeah, it seems good for right now. Uh, yeah, we'll see. We're still getting stuff set up with. I'm still taking like safety stuff, even though I've worked there for 3 days now. But
Right.
they're it's a slow process. And apparently we are getting pizza today, so
Let's go.
reward for driving in the rain. I think I'm going to be driving in the rain today. But oh yeah, I'm looking at the forecast. It is just there's not a single hour without rain for the next 24 hours
Mm-mm-mm.
apparently. So fun.
Heavy rain.
Heavy rain. Interesting game. But
Jason!
Jason. Um, but yes, so I've been doing that. And we'll continue to do that today. It's only a Monday through Friday job, and it's like 4 to 9, so it's not too bad.
Oh, dude. Easy peasy.
Not too bad. But the last few days I've been kind of, I've been relaxing as I got home from work. I mean, not really doing shit. I will do shit at some point, but gotta adjust my body to,
Oh
you
yeah.
know, physical labor. But watched a couple movies this week.
Ooh.
Watched the last Mission Impossible movie we saw was on
Uh,
Amazon. My mom and I, Final Reckoning. And it was an interesting experience in terms of like I don't really know how to properly rate it. Because some of the action scenes are fucking awesome in it, like legit some of like the craziest stunts I've ever seen done, even by Tom
uh,
Cruise standards. Like there's some crazy shit that goes on here. It's some really fun set pieces. Um, but it also just kind of has like a really convoluted, somewhat dog shit plot to it. So it's like kind of, I don't know. I know like those things are, you kind of don't, shouldn't really matter for an action film, but like the way this film is like set up, it feels like it matters a lot. Like there's a lot of moments that are like story moments between the
mm-hmm.
action. It's like, I don't know if I like these parts, but it was it was a fun time. Those have you seen much of the Mission Impossible movies? They're like a
I've
weird.
never seen a single one.
I know it's a weird thing where I feel like people know they're made, but like don't see them, or if they do, it's not like you talk about them too much. I don't know. They're kind of
Yeah,
strange movies.
I've seen people talk about them online, but like I didn't really see anybody um talking about this last one too much. I think people are like, well, I mean, it was all right. Like
Yeah.
the action was good. yada yada, but nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
Obviously, I've seen people like Tom Cruise does all his own stunts. Like, holy shit! Like the whichever one he's like hanging off the plane in real life or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think that's like the 6th one. I don't know. I think we figured out this was the 8th one. And it's the final one, but
or like the time where he jumped across a building and broke his ankle or something.
yes,
Like,
yeah, that was. I
like,
think it might have been the same movie, but
yeah, but
yeah,
never seen any of those. But
yeah,
Tom Cruise.
yeah. In this one, like the last like set piece, not to spoil it too much, but there's like two like I don't know exactly what you call it. It's like two small like single person planes or whatever, like is it a biplane, I think? I don't know.
Yeah, like a little,
Yeah, there's like two planes like that, and like he's just crawling all over that shit, jumping from one plane to another, and like doing all this crazy like getting up from the bottom of a plane into the top of it, like flipping around the seats. It's kind of crazy, like the shit that's going on in there. And it's all filmed really well too. But yeah, it was a decent movie. I'll say that, with some really really great moments in it. So I mean, if you ever go through all the Mission Impossible movies, there you go.
I guess I gotta.
I guess I don't think I've seen them all either. But I also watched a movie the next day. It was an interesting movie. It was called like Soup or Man. It was like you'd make the choice between a soup or a man. It was directed by Jimmy Gunn. And it's Superman, James Gunn. But
oh.
thank you. Yes, watched the new Superman movie from a couple years ago, last year, I don't remember. And it was good. I enjoyed it. I didn't really love the way it was filmed, to be honest with you. I didn't really like the spinning cameras and like some of the big CGI like sets and whatever, like areas and whatever. I wasn't huge on those, but like the actual like acting and characters and like the story itself was pretty good. And I think there was a lot of fun, James Gunn action scenes in there and stuff like that. Really really good cast. I think you had mentioned it before, but like the guy who plays like NoHo Hank is in it, and that like really that really surprised me. Because I was like kind of like looking through actors already because it's Amazon Prime or whatever that you can see the actors or whatever. And I was like looking through the scenes or whatever, and I was like, who is? I think I was trying to figure out who Lex Luthor was, which I did figure out was from The Menu. I was like, that's where I've seen that. I was like, I feel like I've seen that face crying before, and yes, it was from The Menu.
The Menu's so good.
Yes. But like I think it was like during the scene with NoHo Hank that I was looking through it. I was like, hold on a second, what the fuck? Anthony Carnegie or whatever his name is, something like that. And Kerrigan, that's it. And I was like, damn, what the hell? The prosthetics on him looked really cool.
Metamorpho is really cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I like the political stuff in there too. I thought that was done very well. And yeah, I liked the Superman, the Lois Lane, and everything. I thought those casted very well. I'd love to see another movie with that universe or whatever. I feel like there could be some really good stuff. But I did like this one. It was pretty good.
Well, the next one comes out next year, I think. So.
Oh damn! All right.
Man of Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
After what is what a flop Supergirl ended up being.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But I like Superman. I mentioned it when I saw it last year, but I love how anti-Israel it is. But and the casting, like you said, really really good.
Yeah.
I love that entire cast.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that Dina killed Netanyahu / Trump.
I know. Crazy, dude.
Yeah, but yeah. But yeah. Oh, and I have one other thing here. This is going back to work. So they have they have some music playing sometimes. There
Huh.
the 3 days I've been there, one day it had none. The other day it had music the whole time. And then yesterday it was like music for like the first hour, and then it was just gone. So um,
Hmm.
I'm not entirely sure how they run it. Someone said they just have like an iPod, and I think it's just like hooked up to like a PA system or whatever. So it's not like
Uh-huh.
high quality music, and it's a giant warehouse, so like it's echoey and stuff like that. Um, but the day that there was all music playing, it was mostly like, I don't know, 90s 2000s rock, that kind of stuff. So like your Green
Uh-huh.
Days and things like that. um and very early in the day, they had Buddy Holly playing. And let me just say, in that scenario, getting Weezered by that guitar was quite something. With like
Yeah, I
the
can
the
imagine.
echoey PA system, the shitty quality. Yeah, that gave me a bit of a smile.
Yeah,
But
that's great.
and that's all I've written down for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Um, uh, yeah, I don't have anything else written down. I didn't listen to anything this week. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, in terms of music news, I don't have too much.
I also do not have much.
Ariana Grande released Petals.
Mm-hmm.
Max has been listening to it. I can ask for a thumbs up, thumbs down, and what she thinks about it.
Let's see.
Matt, Matt, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumb up,
Thumb up. Let's go.
thumb up. So on album of the year, critic score is at like 62 right now. So,
Eh,
um,
I don't care
so
about the critic score.
I don't give a fuck. It's at 77 user score, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, you know, so that's out. Really not a whole hell of a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of the only thing that came out. I guess King Gizzard
uh,
released a new song, saying this year. Oh, there was a
yeah.
new song from I forgot to write this down. Porter Robinson. He did a
Oh,
collab with uh Nina Girachi. I'm not sure if you've heard anything about her.
I think I've heard that name, but
I think she had an album last year that was like really highly praised by a lot of people. And it's kind of
okay.
like the same EDM type sound as Porter Robinson. But they had a song together called "Wanna Cry" that came out, and I listened to that. That's actually a pretty good song. I
Hmm.
liked it. And I need to check out Nina Girachi. But
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
Half Alive
Oh yes.
has made their duo uh debut. I guess they're
Mm,
putting out their first song as just the two of them next Thursday, called "The Wolf."
yes.
Um, from the clip that they put on Twitter, very bass heavy.
Oh,
Um,
I actually didn't listen to the. I saw them post it, but I think I was in a place where I couldn't listen to it. But
yeah, there's no like vocals or anything put up yet. But I'm interested to see how they do.
yeah,
Um, it's a big change, so hopefully they're able to stick the landing.
yeah.
Um, but we'll talk about that next week, I
Yeah,
guess.
sorry, I'm just looking on album of the year right now, and it is really
Uh-huh.
funny seeing the members as Josh Taylor and then J. Tyler Johnson. Like like their names are just like
They're too similar. It's
yeah.
like in Racing Mount Pleasant, where there's two people named the exact same name or whatever.
Oh, that's right. I
Um,
forgot about that.
I forget what the name is, but it's like Keith or something. There's
Trying
two
to see if I can
Keiths.
find it right now. But yeah, there's two Sams. There's a Sam and a
Sam's.
Samuel. Yeah.
Yes.
But
Gotta get confusing a little bit.
yeah.
Um,
But
but
yeah.
yeah, not a big music news week
Yeah.
really. Which is fine. Nothing doesn't have to be too busy.
Yes, yes, yes.
But there's a lot of like other media news.
Go
Spider-Man:
off,
Brand
King.
New Day
Yes.
came out today. I really gotta be careful on social media
Yeah,
because
me
I'm
too.
probably not gonna be able to see it till Tuesday.
Mm.
But very excited for that. It had a bigger opening than Endgame, which is pretty crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Uh, it was like 72 million or something, and Endgame was like 60.
That's actually
Um,
kind of insane. I
Right.
did not think it would have that big of a pull.
Right. But from the non-spoiler stuff I've seen, everyone's really enjoying it.
Yeah, I've seen that also.
Um, so I'm very excited for that. I chose a good time to get into the Mistborn books because Brandon Sanderson finished the first draft for the movie based on the first book
Oh,
in that series. So it's still a while out, but first draft is done. So there'll be a movie of that sometime in the near future. Um, there's been some X-Men cast news. That just dropped a little while ago. Samara Weaving is playing Emma Frost.
okay.
Samara Weaving is I haven't seen her in too much. She was in like Ready or Not, which I've heard a good amount of people like that one. She was in she was in Scream 6, which I think is the first one of the new ones.
Don't ask
No,
me.
that's the second. That's the second one of the new ones, which I haven't watched.
Uh,
She was in that Snake Eyes movie. She hasn't been in a lot that I've seen, but I know the name.
is she
So
related to Hugo Weaving?
I don't think so.
Oh.
Um,
I was trying to figure out where I knew the last name Weaving from, but
yeah, I don't think she's related to Hugo Weaving, but that's another good actor. Oh wait, hold
yeah.
on.
Oh,
Uncle,
uncle.
Uncle
The uncle.
Hugo,
Nepo uncle.
Nepo, Nepo Uncle. Yes.
Yes.
Hugo Weaving also in the MCU. He was the Red Skull.
Oh, that's right.
Um,
Yeah.
Great actor. But that's cool. There were a couple other actors that were announced as well. One for Rogue and one for Beast. I'm trying to see if I can come back across that. Kaylee Spaney.
Oh
I've heard
yes.
that name.
Um.
Uh,
Yeah. She's a lot of people wanted her for like Ellie in the show.
oh,
I think she was in like
let's see.
Alien Romulus and was very good in it or something.
Uh,
Um. I've heard good things. I don't
yeah.
think I've actually seen her in anything, but yes, I've heard good things.
Oh, she was in Civil War. Oh yeah, okay. That movie Civil War that A24 put out.
Uh.
She was in that. She was like the young photographer alongside what's her fuck Kirsten Dunst.
Mm,
She was good in that. I liked her in that. She was also in Priscilla as Priscilla. She
ah.
was good in that too. So all right, I like that. And then Hugo Melding something. He was in, I think he was in Riverdale.
Oh,
um
nice.
he was cast as Beast. He's been in a couple other things. He's not a bad actor.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see that. But that's cool. I'm excited to get some X-Men news. X-Men, one of my favorite Marvel properties. So
Wait, so
ex-
are these announced for like an X-Men movie or is this for
yes, yeah.
okay. I
There's an
wasn't sure if it
X-Men
was for
movie coming
Doomsday
out.
or whatever, but
No, yeah, the X-Men movie I think is still a couple years out, but um, I'm excited for how the MCU does them.
yeah.
Um, and then we mentioned Comic-Con happening during last week's episode, but there were no real announcements yet because it was just starting.
Mm-hmm.
But there was also there was an MCU panel where they announced that Ryan Gosling is going to be playing Ghost Rider
Ah,
in a Ghost Rider movie,
yeah.
um, directed by Sean Levy. Love him or hate him,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of people hate him, but you know what? I don't hate him all that much.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've seen much of the bad movies that they talk about, but I mean, I liked what he did with the Stranger Things episodes and the Deadpool movies are pretty cool.
Yeah,
I don't
he's not
know.
terrible.
Yeah.
But I'm cool with I'm cool with that. Uh, hopefully it's done well. I love Ryan Gosling, and I'm glad. And this is a character he's wanted to play for a long time.
Mm,
And the last big actor that played him was Nicolas Cage.
yeah.
So I doubt it's going to be as weird as that.
Did you
Um,
say this is Marvel?
yes,
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Ghost Rider is a there's a lot of iterations of the character, but it's basically just like the spirit of vengeance is put in him, and like you get when he turns into Ghost Rider, he goes from like a normal person to a skull with a flaming skull
Yeah.
person. And he like rides a motorcycle or a car or whatever. He like throws a chain all over the place. He's a cool character. But I'm interested in that. They also announced the next Black Panther movie coming out.
Mm,
Ryan Coogler, of course, is back.
that's good.
Um, with but they, instead of keeping it with Shuri being Black Panther, they have casted a new man
Mm.
who's playing T'Challa's son. Um,
Oh,
Spoilers, I guess.
I think I did.
Spoilers.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I knew that, but yeah.
Spoilers for some people who haven't seen Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
Mm,
T'Challa has a son, and he's being played by David Johnson,
mm.
who don't think I've seen in anything at all, but he was in The Long Walk, which I do want to watch. He was also in Alien Romulus.
Okay.
People seem to like him though, and he seemed pretty excited to be a part of it.
Yeah,
So,
that sounds like that's going to be a significant time jump then.
yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah.
But Ryan Coogler, like what apparently went up to, um, you know, what's the name, Kevin Feige, and was like, "This is the guy. I
Yeah.
feel like this is the guy," and he was like, "All right." So
Yeah.
that's happening.
That's what you say to the director of Sinners. Just okay. Yep.
All right, yeah, do whatever the fuck you want, man.
Yeah.
You make us money, so. Um, and then there was a couple bad MCU announcements.
Nice.
The cancellation of Wonder Man, which is that show that
Oh
came
yeah.
out at the beginning of this year, I think. Which a lot of people really liked, including me. I thought it was
Yeah.
really well done. Yahya Abdul Mateen was so good as the main character. It was like really down to earth and different, and it was really cool. And then all of a sudden they announced that they're canceling it for
Yeah.
whatever fucking reason, even though they had announced that the second season was coming um already. So so that's cool.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And then Blade is officially dead in the water.
Oh.
Fucking Mahershala Ali said he's no longer playing Blade, and that he kind of went off on them and was like, "You guys had me under contract. I trained, like I got sword training and everything, and you guys have billions of dollars, and you just let this die."
Yeah.
Um, and a lot of people were excited about it. But whatever. um, which sucks because I think that could have been very good. Um, but uh, whatever. I guess
Yeah.
that's how the cookie crumbles. But that's couple good, couple bad. Um, and then there was also a God of War panel,
Mm.
uh, Sony Santa Monica panel, where the release date of God of War Laufe was was announced for February 16th of next year.
Nice.
So very excited for
That's actually a
that.
lot sooner than I would have thought
I
for
know,
yeah.
but that's very exciting. I'm very excited for that. Love Sony Santa Monica. I love their God of War games, and then also Corey. What the fuck is his name? Corey something. He's like the main guy on those games.
Mm-hmm.
But he was doing the panel, I think, by himself or at the moment he was, but he had like the cast of God of War Laufe up there with him.
Jack Quaid.
And Jack Quaid.
Let's go.
And he was like, he kind of like soft launched the, the fact that there's the next Kratos chapter is also in development as well.
Nice.
That's directly connected to Laufey and the events of it. So that's sick, dude. I love Kratos.
Oh yeah.
I am. Yeah. So that's cool. Um. But yeah, I think think that's all I have. Lots of casting stuff.
Yeah.
There was a trailer for the Wolfman movie by the same director who did Nosferatu.
Wolfman? I don't think I know that one.
Or Werewolf rather. It's
Okay.
but it's Robert Eggers. And he did a really good job with Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Um, but it's also starring Lily Rose Depp, Aaron Taylor Johnson, and Willem Dafoe. So we're getting all three of those guys again.
Were they all in Nosferatu?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, they were. But the trailer looked cool. It's all like in I think it's all in black and white, like Nosferatu was.
Mm.
But I like that guy. He makes good movies.
Yeah. I
So
probably should watch
that's
that one
also.
at some point. Nosferatu.
I think you should.
Yeah.
I think it's a good watch.
I know you and Dane both really liked it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little artsy, but all the actors are good in it. Nicholas Holt's also in that one.
Oh.
So, and fucking what's his name? Skarsgård's one of the youngest
Bill?
one. Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
Yep, he's Nosferatu, and he does a really good job.
I'm glad it was that one because that's the only one I could think of. Stellan.
Bill.
That's
Yeah,
the dad. He was an Andor, but yeah.
yes, he was. Stellan Skarsgård. You got Alexander Skarsgård. You got Bill Skarsgård. You got Skarsgård.
Yeah.
But
Escargot Skarsgård. I don't know.
oh yeah, yummy. He's just a snail they adopted once. But uh, but yeah, I think that's all. News wise,
Cool.
there's always a little bit when it comes to Comic-Con and stuff that I'll want to talk about. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's fine. Thanks for covering for the both of us.
Oh, I come for the both of us all the time.
Oh yes. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can get in the song of the week as long as you're all festered out over there.
I think I'm good. I forgot to mention I have a second monitor now.
Oh,
That's
nice.
cool.
I think I don't remember if you mentioned that last week. Did you only get that this week?
I got that like the night after we did the pod, so
okay.
I wouldn't have. I showed it to you though. Sent you a little message.
Oh, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yes. So that's been a nice little change for me. I've been wanting a second monitor since I got a PC, so I could didn't have to click back and forth with games and Discord and whatnot anymore.
I've honestly never done the dual monitor thing before, so you're gaming more than me.
Oh yeah, I'm a pro fucking gamer, baby.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Anyway, what do you got song of the week for us this week?
Yes, I'm up first for song of the week. I didn't listen to anything this week, but I think I have one in the reserves here. It's one I haven't listened to in a little while now, but I remember it being a really great song. Mr. Ed O'Brien of Radiohead fame, he released an album this year that I thought was pretty good, but I do remember liking the title track on it quite a bit. So I'm going to go with Blue Morpho by Ed O'Brien. Okay, that was Blue Morpho by Ed O'Brien. What did you think of that, Colin?
That was a beautiful little time there. It felt very cinematic, very just very calming. A lot of like nice strings, nice guitar lines. There were like birds and shit in the background,
birds and
birds and shit. Like it's just really pretty, very very nice and relaxing. Relaxing little time, quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. That's one that whenever I was playing that record, I was like, oh my god, the strings are so lush on this one. Very very lush, very serene, as you were saying. It's very calming track in a way, but it's just very pretty as well. I love the production on it, from the lush strings like I was talking about, but also like the bass is so good when those drums kick in on here too. Oh my god, it's just such a nice, soothing, relaxing track. A lot of this record is a little bit more on the ambient side, And that's actually one of the less ambient ones, if I remember correctly.
Oh.
But you know, it's just I don't know. I really love the soundscape on there. It really captures just a really nice vibe on there throughout. So yeah,
Mhm.
that is a track that I really like. What about you, Colin? What do you think for this week?
Well, I listened to Hades Town. I
You
liked
did.
it. Liked it a good bit. I don't think we've ever had like a musical track in the songs of the week, so
I don't
it'll be a
think so.
nice little thing. Would you prefer to listen to like the big most popular song in the musical, or would you prefer to hear what I like the most?
I want to hear what you like, man.
All right. I mean, I like that one too, but this one, it's the third in a series of there's three songs called Epic, and this is the third
Mm,
one. I liked it the most out of those epics, so I'm gonna go with Epic 3 from Hades Town.
okay.
All right, that was Epic 3 from Hades Town. What did you think, Mike?
I thought that was really good. Really, really great, even, I would say. I really enjoyed that. I think, I mean, I also really love musical theater. I didn't really talk about it
Mhm.
when you were mentioning your stuff, but like, you know, I've also grown up going to see musicals and stuff like that and being in the cult not in the culture but but you know, my mom really likes them. My parents still go to see them, and I go with them every now and then. And I
Mhm.
find a lot of times um the listening to the soundtracks on their own can be a little
Yeah.
it can really take you out of, you know, the intended experience, and it feels just a little, I don't know, maybe there's just something about it not having the natural live synergy that makes it feel a little strange
Mhm.
sometimes. But that track did not feel like that at all. I really thought that was very engaging throughout. I really loved that lead singer's voice.
Yeah.
They really reminded me of like Jeff Buckley, which I was not expecting.
Yeah.
Uh, that was very good, and some like the chord stuff and like the progression kind of reminded me of like a Radiohead in the way. Like it was,
Mhm.
I don't know, it was just a really really good music. Like I thought the guitar was really pleasant on it too. Those vocals,
Yeah.
it was a great song. I really liked that.
Yeah, that one really stood out to me. All the epics kind of like follow that same kind of the thing, starting with the King of Shadows thing.
Yeah.
But Reeve Carney, he's got a really good voice on him. A lot of people I've seen back and forth on the stuff I've been seeing about Hades Town, whether people like Reeve or they hate his voice.
Really?
Yeah, this is like from their first run, I think, and he played Orpheus as like this kind of timid, nervous kind of thing. But then in the second run that he did, apparently it was more of like a raspier rocker kind of voicing, and people really didn't. A lot of people really didn't like that one.
Hmm.
Um, and I think that's what the second run was, what the pro shot in the movie theater was from.
Hmm.
But you know, I think both sound good. I really like his voice. I really like when it kind of when the piano starts and the whole chorus comes in. Um, but the you know the la 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 la
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the over that's the melody that's throughout the entire
The running
musical.
motif. Yes.
Yes. Hades, his voice is only in there a couple times in this song, but that guy, he's got a low voice. That man's
Yeah.
baritone is fucking crazy, dude. There's this one point where where he just goes really low, and I'm
Yeah.
like, holy shit, how do you sing like that?
Starts doing a screamo like, oh,
Yeah, throat singing.
yeah, Mongolian. Yeah.
But yeah, um, but yeah, that one just stuck out to me. I really liked how it all comes together.
Yeah.
Uh, Big emotional point in the throughout the musical, but yeah, just wanted to highlight that one.
That's a great choice. Yeah. I might
Thanks.
have to look into that. That was really good. I really like that.
Yeah, I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
Yeah, musical theater's cool. My mom, like I mentioned, my mom loves it. She was in a she. My mom really likes being in plays, musicals too. Like
That's right. Yeah, I didn't know that.
yeah, she was The first one I can remember, she was in like a musical rendition of like Jekyll and Hyde.
Mm.
That was really cool to see. I was probably like, I don't know, 12
Yeah.
or 11 or 12 when that happened. And that was, that was really cool to see. Kind of sparked my interest in musical theater.
Yeah.
I still really like it. It's just it's a really cool medium.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sick. Alrighty. Well, unless you got anything else to add, I think we're good to wrap up over here.
I think I'm all right.
Okay. Well, if you're listening to us on streaming services, thank you very much. We love you and we appreciate you to death.
Mm-hmm.
And uh, you can give us 5 stars or whatever it is on your streaming service of choice. But you can also come on over to YouTube where we are under the same name, BrokeN Bois, capital N BOIS, and you can see our beautiful profile pictures here of Mr. Marquez from Severance. Staring you down, sad glint of sadness in his expression, and Matt Damon not staring you down, and a lot of sadness in his expression. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, he's going through it a little bit. But you can see that for yourself over on YouTube. But also on YouTube, we have a bunch of links in the description below us. Some of those links are related to that segment we just did, the song of the week. You can find a whole bunch of those within the 3 playlists we got down there, because we have one playlist for my songs, we have one for Colin's songs, and we have one for both of our songs combined. And in those playlists, you can find Epic 3 by the cast of Hades Sound, or you could find Blue Morpho by Ed O'Brien, along with a whole bunch of other great stuff in those playlists for you to check out. So go do that. We also have links to some personal stuff for me. I make music under the name of Plaintive. Yes, I do. Believe it or not, I do. And I have a couple projects over there that you can go check out. But yes, go well over there being Spotify, Apple Music. I think I have that both linked down there as well as anywhere else. Anyways, I
Go
also
listen to it. Do it.
yes, yes,
It's
yes,
really
yes.
good.
I also have my Instagram down there and my TikTok and my YouTube page and my album of the year where I rate and review music. And my relation to you, dear viewer. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's see what's happening. What's happening?
What's going on?
What are we doing here? What's going on? Oh, that was a completely off topic right now, but that was another thing they had kind of like in the Superman movie. There was kind of like a Tucker Carlson esque
Oh yeah.
parody in there, and that was really funny to me.
What are we doing?
Yeah,
What's going on?
yeah. Lex Luthor was bad right under our noses. How do we not see it? Something like that. It's funny. Anyways, man, sure, we're on the topic of it anyway. You know what? Recently, as you all know, I've moved into oh god, Metropolis. Is that the Superman city?
Yeah, Metropolis.
Metropolis. Yeah, I moved there recently. And I was just the other day, as in last year, I was trying to, or 2 years ago, I was
That was last year.
okay. I was just enjoying my morning, and by that I mean sleeping, because that's what I do in the mornings. And
Right.
my apartment building, it's split in half. I didn't get the memo
Oh
of
shit.
evacuating the city, even not evacuating.
Vacuuming the city.
Yeah. I didn't get the memo. I slept through the Amber Alert or whatever. And my building got split in half, and I live right across from our dear viewer, of course, and they're just they're going to the other half. I just see them across the chasm. But I'm behind them because they're turning the other way for some reason. But yeah, that's us in the building in Metropolis getting split in half by Lex Luthor.
Wow.
Okay, well, That's what I've done. And Colin over here, he runs our socials. He runs our Twitter page where he posts when videos are posted. He also updates anything else that needs to be updated around there. But he also runs our Instagram page and our TikTok page where he posts funny clips of us being silly little dudes and saying funny little things. So, yeah, you should go check out those. Some good stuff over in there. But he
Mhm.
also has some personal stuff as well. He has an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, and he also has a letterbox where he rates and reviews movies. So
Yeah.
go check out both of those. And Colin, what is your relation to our dear viewer this week?
Well, I'm Superman. Sorry to say it.
I knew that.
It's me.
I knew it. I knew it.
Yeah.
Those
I
glasses
know.
didn't fool me.
Yeah. I got my hypno glasses on,
Uh-huh.
which they vaguely mentioned in the movie. Small bit of Superman lore
Hell yeah.
that isn't used a lot of the time, I don't think. But he's got like hypno glasses that like stop people from seeing his secret identity. But it's me. I am Superman, and I am flying through Metropolis to try and just stick these buildings back together, or to
Yeah.
get people who didn't get to evacuate out of the city. And I'm flying through. I don't remember the theme, but
Mm-hmm.
the theme's playing. James Gunn's camera work, the flippy floppy corkscrew camera that Mike loved oh so much
Oh yes.
is happening so much, and me, Crypto, Mr. Terrific, we're all flying through the city, getting the people out. And I see a building split in half down the middle, and in front of me I see our dear viewer and a citizen, a
Mm-hmm.
dear citizen,
Mm-hmm.
and behind me I see Mike, and I'm
Not
like,
a dear
holy,
citizen.
no,
just
that's
a
just Mike. I
citizen.
know that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. um, I'm like, well, I gotta get this guy out of here. I gotta get him out of here. I can't panic. I have to get these guys out of here.
Yeah.
And well, first I'm gonna grab the dear citizen, and next I'm gonna put Mike on my back like a backpack, and we're flying out of the city.
Hell yeah.
And because of this, I'm gonna miss that woman in her car where the building come the building's coming down on her. This
Uh
is a cutscene from uh but
yeah.
we're flying out, the buildings are coming down, the fucking world is splitting in half, and I get you guys across to the city that's across the bay here. And you guys are all super thankful, and I set you down, and Mike won't get off of my back, but
Mm-hmm. As usual.
I'm up. I'm Superman, so I just kind of shake him off a little bit, and he
Yeah.
follows. But the dear viewer is like, thank you so much. Whew. And I'm like, you're welcome. But I'm squinting because those glasses actually help me see. So
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna go into I'm gonna go into my trunks, put them on, and then I'll be like, holy shit, are you Colin from the Broken Boys podcast? And I'm like, shh, don't tell anybody. And like, don't worry, your secret's safe with me. And they're just gonna look behind, and uh, they're gonna see the other person that was saved on the ground. Kind of, Mike's just fucking hyperventilating. He's fucking puking on the
Uh-huh.
ground. He's like, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm gonna be like, "You good?" And the dear citizen viewer is going to be like, "Oh my god! And you live in my building. You're from the Broken Boys podcast as well. You're Mike." And they're gonna
Yeah.
and you're like, yes I am. Uh, dear citizen viewer, and the dear citizen viewer is gonna be so thankful and so elated at the fact she gets to meet not just Superman but the Broken Boys, and one of the Broken Boys is Superman himself.
Wow.
And since we're all glad that we've gotten out of the situation, and before I head off to face off against my arch nemesis Lex Luthor, um I'm the reviewer is gonna be like, "Can I get one of those embraces you guys do at the end of every episode?" And I'm gonna say, "Of course, citizen." And Mike's gonna wipe off his vomit covered lips and and be like, Yes." And what we're gonna do is the reviewer is gonna stand in the middle. I'm gonna be in front of them, and Mike's gonna be behind. And what's gonna happen is we're all gonna come into this big group hug. And since I'm Superman, I'm lifting us into the air a little bit.
Oh wow.
We're floating, we're spinning, and much like the end of Superman, I'm gonna look over the citizen viewer's shoulder. I'm gonna look at Mike, and I don't care about vomit. I'm Superman. I'm I'm gonna kiss Mike directly on the lips, and we're gonna be
Wow.
spinning in a circle, much like the end of Superman with Lois.
Mhm.
And this embrace is what we like to call the love cage. And if you would like your very own love cage, dear citizen viewer, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below, and we will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you and give your very own love cage. So drop that mother loving Addy.
Damn straight. Thank you for censoring yourself, Superman.
Of course.
Lois ain't got
Citizen.
shit on my tongue skills.
Vomit covered lips.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for that, and thank you, dear viewer, for if you made it this far. We love you. Cool.
Yes, we love you.
You're pretty sick. And we'll be back next week where we talk
spin
about
a little wheel.
Yes, we will spin a wheel next week.
And we'll talk about maybe we'll talk about Spider-Man. We'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see what happens.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can talk about
but-
Spider-Man. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it's in my plans or not, but we'll see.
If it is, then we'll have a spoiler discussion. If not, it'll be spoiler free just for me.
Spoiler free just for me. Yes.
Yes, but thank you so much for watching and listening. We'll talk to you next week.
Yeah.
Bye-bye. Bye.